If you've been trying to buy a house over the last few years, you know the feeling. It feels like the system is rigged against you. You hear it everywhere. The market is broken. Prices are too high. Interest rates spiked. And they tell you that if you don't have a mountain of cash and an 800 credit score, forget about it. You're locked out. But recently, there's been a new rumor circulating on social media. You might have seen the headlines claiming that the government, specifically the FHA, has suddenly lowered their credit score requirements to make it easier for people to buy homes. If your credit score is sitting in the high 500s or low 600s, that sounds like incredible news. But is it true? Did the rules actually change? The short answer is no. The official FHA guidelines haven't changed in years. The rule remains the same. To qualify for the FHA's famous low down payment of 3.5%, you need a minimum credit score of 580. That has been the standard for a long time. So if the rule is 580, why did it feel absolutely impossible to get a loan with a 600 score back in 2021 or 2022? And why are people saying it's easier today? Because there is a massive difference between what the government allows and what a bank is willing to do. This is the secret barrier that nobody talks about. It's called a lender overlay. Think of it this way. The legal drinking age is 21. That's the government minimum. But an exclusive nightclub is allowed to set its own house rule and say, sorry, we only let in people over 25 today. That extra house rule is an overlay. For years after 2008, banks were terrified of risk. Even though the FHA said 580 is okay, most banks added an overlay that said, we won't touch anything under 640. Furthermore, a couple of years ago when rates were super low, lenders were drowning in easy business. They didn't need to take a chance on a 580 score buyer. They only wanted the perfect applicants. But here is why the rumor exists. And here is the good news for you right now. Today, mortgage applications are down. Lenders are desperate for business. They can no longer afford to turn away everyone with a 600 credit score. So they are quietly removing those overlays. They are finally stepping down to meet the actual government minimum of 580 just to get clients in the door. So the news isn't that the government changed the rules. The news is that the banks are finally willing to follow them. If you've been sitting on the sidelines, it might be time to look again. But you have to ask the right questions. When you call a lender, ask them point blank. Do you have lender overlays on FHA loans, or do you lend at the FHA minimum of 580? The door isn't wide open, but it is unlocked for the first time in a long time. This video helped clarify the confusion around buying a home right now. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more honest, actionable real estate guides. And if you got value out of this explanation, hitting that like button really helps the algorithm show this information to other prospective buyers who need to hear it. Thanks for watching.